Today's parable is the archer and the crow. Residing near a quiet forest, there was an archer named Daigo. Though his aim was famous across the land, so was his foul temper. One crisp morning, Daigo prepared for a contest. He tied his hair back, strung his bow, and marched down the forest trail toward the tournament grounds. Along the path, he saw an old Zen nun sitting beneath a cypress tree. She was chanting softly, eyes half closed, a bundle of wildflowers in her lap. Daigo scowled. "Move along," he barked. "Your muttering spoils my focus." The nun didn't move. She simply placed a flower on the trail in front of her. Annoyed, Daigo drew an arrow and aimed it at a black crow perched above the nun's head. "If I cannot have my prize, at least I can prove my skill," he muttered. He released the arrow. But just as it flew, the crow took wing. The arrow struck the branch. Startled by the noise, Daigo's horse reared, knocking him backward onto the hard stones. His head struck the path, and the world spun into darkness. When he awoke, the old nun was pressing a damp cloth to his forehead. He groaned, ashamed. "Why did you help me?" "Because," she said, voice calm as falling petals, "I have no wish to see anyone harmed by their own unkindness." Daigo closed his eyes, feeling tears gather. In that stillness, he understood at last the sharpest arrow he had ever loosed was the one he aimed with anger. Take a moment to reflect. Sometimes, we imagine that anger will prove our strength or defend our pride. But in truth, anger blinds us. It turns skill into carelessness and confidence into harm. Diego's story reminds us that even when our cause feels justified, the mind clouded by irritation strikes out in ways we cannot control. In the end, the harm often lands closer to ourselves than to anyone else. When you pause and set down the bow of anger, you discover a deeper clarity, a place where kindness and discernment grow side by side. Letting go of anger doesn't mean you stop caring about fairness or truth. It means you care enough not to destroy yourself to prove a point. Pause today and ask yourself, what anger have I carried that is costing me more than it protects? Who or what do I blame for my frustration? How might I respond instead with steadiness? What would my next choice look like if I laid down the need to strike back? Here's a real-life scenario. During a heated argument at home, imagine you come home after a long day and discover that your partner forgot to do something important. Perhaps paying a bill or calling someone on your behalf. A spark of annoyance ignites into anger. You feel the urge to shout, to prove you are right. But in that moment, you remember Daigo's story. You take a slow breath and set down your metaphorical bow. Instead of reacting immediately, you step outside for fresh air or sip a glass of water. When you return, your voice is calmer. You explain how you feel without accusation. You listen without interruption. Later, as you see the relief in your partner's eyes, you realize the cost you avoided by pausing. The regret of wounding someone you love just to release your frustration. And in that quiet space, you feel stronger. Not because you unleashed your anger, but because you didn't let it steer your hand. Buddha says, if one wrongs a person who should not be wronged, one who is pure and is free from moral defilements, the evil falls back upon that fool, like fine dust thrown against the wind. Let's explore the quote. This quote explains why attacking a truly good person is pointless. It begins with, if one wrongs a person who should not be wronged, one who is pure and free from moral defilements. This means someone who lives with honesty, kindness, and a clear conscience. Someone who does not harm others in thought, word, or deed. The evil falls back upon that fool. When a person tries to hurt or slander such a good-hearted person, their hostility does not stick. Instead, it turns to the one who created it, bringing trouble and regret. Like fine dust thrown against the wind. If you toss dust into the wind, it blows back into your own face. In the same way, spiteful actions against a truly blameless person harm only the attacker. In simple terms, attacking someone who lives with integrity only ends up wounding your own heart. Goodness is like the open sky. Hatred cannot touch it.